Is there a specific skill that you think someone cannot acquire from Google?
I think patience. Patience. I've learned patience. It's for a manager. I used to tell my artists this. Patience is like, it's like being a running back in a football, right? When you look at running backs in the NFL, you got running backs that are very fast, that can go straight up the, strong. I mean, you got fast. They could just, you give them a hole, they're going to spread out and they're gone. You got certain backs that were so strong that they're going to go straight up the middle and carry the line and get that 10 yards. You got running backs that could cut, like Barry Sanders was a cutter that could do this and do that. But the key, to me, the perfect running back is a running back that can kind of do a little bit of everything, but he has the patience to watch the play develop and then decide if he's going to cut right or go straight to the middle. He it's a couple of seconds patience not to just bull and say, oh, you made a mistake. And I've learned that over the years, and you have to balance that as a manager with your artist patience, because you might be waiting for the hole to open up. And because of the internet again, and where when we came up, you couldn't see so many people's successes and bragging, you would see it in a video, you knew that wasn't real. But now when you see something on the internet and your artist can see that Drake just got a Ferrari, you know what I mean? And it's really his. Now they're not trying to wait for you to go through the hole. They want you to just run through the hole. But you got to balance it. You can't let them push you too fast, because getting too much too early could be devastating. And you got to know when to not to sit there and wait all day. And you got to know when the temperature's right to be able to run through the hole. And I would say patience. I would also say the new manager, a skill you can't teach, is probably just you have to be the jack of all trades, and you have to be able to multitask. And some people are not good multitaskers. Like, you have to acquire skills as a manager now that I wouldn't dare have thought that I would have to do. My job was to get the deal, make the connections, the relationships, acquire the talent, bring the talent to the relationships, get a check. You know what I mean? Try to make the decisions, making the best album, and get them on tour and making money. But now the new manager gotta carry the camera, how to edit the videos, because they can't really afford, They got to know how to work Pro Tools if the artist can't record, and they got to get the verse done. You got to know how to package up a Pro Tools session, send it to the other person that need to jump on it. You have to know how to, just everything. Recording engineer, video editor. You got to still be a negotiator. You got to be a stylist. And figure out how you go get the club, like you got to do everything. I would never hire a manager as an artist if they didn't know a little bit of everything. I wouldn't do it, because I just wouldn't do it. Not today.
And for young managers looking to make their mark, there are a ton of artists, songwriters, producers out there. How do you go about picking the right client?
You know what? I don't never ask a client that I can remember for me to manage them. All my clients came by them asking me. Now, that could be totally wrong, bad advice. I think somebody told me one time, an older manager, like, you let them ask you and you don't ask them, let them see your skill set. But the right client to me is just, you got to take a real assessment of yourself and what you think is important. For me, it's about song. It ended up being about song structure. And I don't know if that was, when I first started doing music, hip hop was big. So it was a hip hop thing, sampling beats. It was pretty easy to do, to kind of make yourself, kind of compete with what's going on. R&B was always hard for me. You know what I mean? Because you had to learn chords and this, that, transitions and the mix and the harmonies. So when I was around Teddy, I saw that and soaked all that up, and, performing arts, high school and all that crap. So I try to find clients that meet my musical sense. You know what I mean? Or can do the things that I can push them to be great and to do stuff beyond the average person making beats on Fruity Loops or, whatever. I'm looking for something beyond what everybody else can do that I know I can push you to just be special. You know what I mean? So that's me personally. I look for that. And hard work. I look for hard work, dedication, persistence, manners. All of that matters. You know what I mean? I look at their mental, we don't never talk about it. You gotta look at their mental toughness. If you look at this show called Survivor, Dual Survivor, they do a PRP or some type of scale. And at the end, they'll go, the mental toughness and the willing to survive, the ability to survive. But the mental toughness is so crazy, because you have to be able to kind of get a feel for, if my client get in a situation where they're in a pitch situation, it could be a Chris Brown situation, with the Rihanna thing. You have to start to see those traits early. And as an experienced manager now, I'm not going to just look at the artist. I might go and look at the mother And what is his home life like? Does the mother got an attitude? Does the father got, is the father there? Does the father got an attitude? How's his friends? Is his friends level-headed? Are they, blah, blah, blah? And I could almost bet that this is where I'm going to run into the problem. You know what I mean? And da-da-da. So you got to look at all of that to assess that it's something you're willing to deal with.